Hey there everybody, it's the Goof Queen here, and welcome to Sky Factory 2! In this episode, we are going to finish our 10x10 spawning area for animals over there, as well as moving our cobblestone generation from this platform to this platform in order to better utilize our automatic sifting system. So, that's what we're doing. Let's get started! Alright everybody, so the first thing we want to work on is getting this platform filled out, because currently I have heard that if animals are not in a 10x10 area, they have the possibility of despawning, and oh, it's a baby horse! Oh, that's so cute. But I've heard that if they are not in a 10x10 area, they have a possibility of despawning, and we don't want all of these lovely animals, especially those cows over there, to be despawning on us. So I have the whole, not the whole, but I have quite a bit of my, it turned into an 11x11x area, 11x11x? It turned into an 11x11 area. How did you get out there? Are you out there or are you glitched out there? I hope you're not actually out there. Everybody stop crowding into that corner! Oh, animals. Ooh, egg. But anyway, we need lots of dirt in order to fill this bit in. And I've been doing okay so far using some shears and stuff like that to get some leaves, because that's really easy to compost in order to make dirt. However, I only have 3 pieces of dirt, and what I'm thinking is we may as well go ahead and try to get ourselves a Silk Touch tool now rather than later. So in order to do that, we need a Silky Jewel from Tinker's Construct. This we can put onto a Tinker's tool of some description. I'm not sure what. It'll probably end up being a Matic, but we will see. You put a Silky Jewel onto a Tinker's tool, and it becomes a Silk Touch pick. Yes, I am aware that rhymed. No, I'm not going to go back and change it. So, what we need is an emerald, of which I have one. And we need aluminum brass, or gold. Or gold coins. Ooh, I think I have a couple of those. Yeah, I have plenty of gold coins. So we need a gold coin, not the emerald, gold coin surrounded by string to make a silky cloth, which we need 4, I believe? Yes, okay, so we need 4. Wait, get me back to the thing. So there's 1. There's 2. So, fortunately, I've got these trees over here working on being infested by some silkworms so we can get some more string. So I'll go ahead and pal around for a bit, maybe go kill a couple of those mobs, gather some loot, while these trees get infested. I'll be right back. Alright, welcome back everybody. Look what I managed to get while defeating mobs over there. We have the Lexica Botania, and when I was saying over there that I wanted to keep those cows alive, I wanted to keep them alive to get leather in order to make this book, because I'm really interested in playing around with Botania later in the, later in the Let's Play here, so, whoa. Oh, cool, this tells me things when I'm holding it? What does it say about these? All just question marks. Okay. As you can see, I'm not very experienced with Botania, but I really want to play with it. I think it would be super fun to have like a floating magical castle somewhere off in the distance once we have flight. So I'm very excited that we got that. That means I can sit here and kind of read that once we get stuff automated and it'll be moving on its own. But anyway, back to what we were doing, which was harvesting string. So all of these leaves are infested now, and if you don't know how I did that, I just took some silkworms, put them in the leaves, and then the silkworms spread through and infested everything. So when I harvest these, I will actually receive string. So I'm going to hold down my V button for Vein Miner, and then hit that leaf, and they all come flying to me. That Vein Miner is an absolutely wonderful mod, and now that I have used it in this pack, I don't know how I'm going to live in vanilla without it, to be perfectly honest. So, it looks like we should have plenty of tools to, plenty of string, to finish off the Silky Jewel. But I'm going to go ahead, run back here quick, put my silkworms away and get some trees to replant, because I'm a little bit obsessive about this, but it's important to me at least to keep my materials going, so I always want to make sure that I replant those when I'm done with them. So anyway, we got some extra gold coins while we were fighting bad guys, so we have 4 silky cloths. We have 2, we need 4, excuse me. So we only need 2 more of them. Perfect. I'll go ahead and take that back. And we have a silky jewel. Excellent. So now, I don't think I can put that on there, actually, and I just noticed I have some stuff left over in my inventory that I don't need. So I'm thinking that we're going to put this onto a mattock, but like this one. But I can't put it on this one because this mattock has luck on it, and you can't have luck and silk touch on the same tool. But I think I'm going to go ahead and make a different mattock out of iron. But in order to do that, I need to cast it down in my smeltery. So let me go ahead. I'll assemble all the parts I need here. I need a shovel and that. So I'll assemble all these things, and I will be back with you when I have everything ready to go. Alright everybody, welcome back. As you can see, we have the smeltery full of aluminum brass here, which is what you can use to make casts, such as the ingot cast, and I've already made the shovel head cast, just to check and make sure that I can actually make it this way. But what you do is you make sure that your aluminum brass is on the bottom. You put a tool part into this table. See, this is a flint axe head, because we need a flint, or an axe head cast. So we pop that in there, and then we just press the drain, right-click the drain on the smeltery there, and it drains out into an axe head cast. Perfect. So we have those 2 things cast, and now we're going to do cast the tool rod. And this should take us down that much brass. That's fine. Okay, so I think we're going to go ahead and make this mattock out of iron. So I'm going to move that onto the bottom here. Just because I know it's not going to be the best, but I'm probably not going to use this tool forever. And I think you can upgrade your tools once you've moved on, or once you have things. So once I get alumite or manulin or something bigger and better, I can upgrade it. And if not, hey, I've learned my lesson for next time, right? So let's go ahead and we'll see if we can cast iron in here. Iron tool rod. Excellent. Now I'll get that out of there and get my shovel head cast. I hope I'm going to have enough iron for this. If I don't, we'll be taking a quick break. And then I need my axe part. So when I get these things cast, I'll just leave that there for a minute. It won't hurt it at all. Hop back on up here into the tool station. Click on mattock. Get all our parts arranged here, and we have an iron mattock with which we are clumsy. Excellent. Okay. So this is repair and modify. So if I pop this in here and throw my jewel on it, it means it has silky now. Perfect. So if I have this, and there is a tree over here, this is just going way better than I could have ever anticipated. So if I have this and I just vein my, well, let's just do one to make sure. Yep, it brings the leaves. So if I vein mine this and then that, perfect. I get plenty of leaves that I can go throw into my, what are they? Oak barrels over here. So if I come running back this way, we can get these in the corner filled up, and we can just start composting these to get as much dirt as we need to fill in that area. So I'm going to go ahead and do this for a little while, get these things all composted, and I will meet up with you guys when we're ready to move on. Okay, everybody, I calculated that we should need 26 pieces of dirt. I probably calculated wrong, but I figured if I did, you guys should be with me when I fail. So we are going to go ahead and try to put this together without getting any of our animal friends killed. Hopefully they all respect that, you know, there are giant gaping gaps. Is that a phrase? Giant holes in the floor, and don't just wander off the edge because they can. Let's see, I have 6 pieces of dirt left. Success! Success! We actually had enough dirt. Sheep, don't you dare walk off that edge. Okay, I don't even know where the sheep went. I don't want to hit anything. I especially don't want to hit these little hobgoblins. I don't quite know what they're for other than witchery, and I know they can do some stuff for witchery. But I just feel like it would be better not to antagonize them. So, I'm gonna knock those fences out. Do I have my F7 run? I do not have my F7 running. Okay. I thought it looked a little dark in here. I want to add some light in here, so why don't we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that needs a torch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does that look ridiculously stupid? Nah, that looks fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's an horse. Please move. You're pretty and I like you, but please move. I don't know how you got out there, horse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. Okay. And these can officially go. I hope there's dirt under these. I believe there was. Okay. I was going to be really sad if there wasn't dirt under there. No, cow. Don't walk into a giant axe. Do you have a death wish? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is with everyone and trying to climb over the fences? Those are there to keep you safe. Do you not see the endless abyss down below you? Like you, Mr. Brave over there. If I had name tags, I would totally call you that. Okay, so we have this area all finished. Our 11 by 11 spawning platform is complete. We will work on getting these guys kind of separated out into some spawning, not some spawning, but you know, maybe some breeding pens or something like that in a later episode. For now, it's time to move on to Cobblegen. Alright, so the issue we have with Cobblegen right now is that this is working just fine. Obviously, we have an entire crystal chest full of cobblestone, which is great. But the problem is, right now the cobblestone is up here, and all of the machines that use the cobblestone are down here. So what I'm thinking is, I'll knock this little wall out here, add some space there, and we'll move the cobblestone generator from there down to here so that we can use less pipe. Hopefully I can lay it out in a way that looks kind of decent. I have a feeling that I'm going to dismantle and reassemble, blah, 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 this room a lot. Because I always have problems with decorating and being satisfied with the decorations I've put in anyway, so the fact that I need to make them functional as well is just a little mind-blowing. But anyway, I'll get going with knocking this wall out, and I'll be back with you when I've made some progress. Okay guys, I did the thing where make some progress meant get down to business and build the whole thing. So this over here, we have our Cobblegen again. I wonder if I can hop up here without dying. Yay, I did it. So this is our Cobblegen. We just built basically your same thing. You've got your water flowing down and your cobble forms there. This is that transfer node with a world interaction upgrade inside of it. This can take the cobblestone straight out of here so you don't have to sit here mining it all day, which is awesome. That drops it down here into this crystal chest, which holds a lot of cobblestone. Then another transfer node brings it all the way over here and plops it in the pulverizer. I will mention why there's a hole here in a minute. But once the pulverizer has pulverized it down into gravel, the gravel then gets transferred over into the auto sieve, which sifts it. So, it's a really slick setup. This was giving me fits here. The pulverizer did not want to work for me, no matter what conduit I used. First, I tried using this item conduit from Ender.io instead of the transfer pipe from Extra Utilities, but nothing was working. I finally figured out that this color was wrong. This was blue or red or yellow, and finally I just went screw it, and I sat here and clicked and would wait a couple seconds, click, wait a couple seconds, click, wait a couple seconds, until finally cobblestone started flowing in. So I'm really scared to click this or do anything or misclick in case I mess it up. But I removed this pipe here because I'm foreseeing a slight problem here. Number one, we have this much cobble trying to come through 2 machines that can only handle a stack at a time. And this auto sifter, what are you called? Automatic sieve, doesn't have all that much storage space. So I need to figure out a way to get things out of there and into a bigger chest. Maybe even one of these guys if I can afford to build another one. I don't even remember what it takes to build one of those. I want to say they're pretty expensive, but yeah, it's a diamond chest surrounded by glass, and to make this you have to make the gold chest or a silver chest. And to make those you have to, oh boy, it's a whole thing, but we can look into that. But the second problem that I've noticed is we have these 2 machines running off of 1 Stirling generator. Now, at the moment, that's kind of working. You know, it's doing okay, but the thing is I have to keep coming down and checking to make sure it's got lava in it. So I'm trying to keep a spare bucket in it. I've got 2 buckets going back and forth, and we have plenty of lava over here. But I need to figure out a way to efficiently move the lava from here to there. So those are some problems I'm going to be tackling and thinking about for the next few minutes. So I will let you guys know when I have made some progress. This time I won't come back with them all finished up. Promise. Alright everybody, problem number 1 has been solved in stylish fashion. We were able to get a transfer node up off of the automatic sieve and put it into a crystal chest, which, as you saw, was made by putting glass around a diamond chest, which is 2 diamonds in glass, gold around an iron chest, iron around a regular chest, etc. So, we now have plenty of storage space, I think, fingers crossed, for at least a little while of these machines running on full tilt, especially because it seems like the pulverizer is faster than the sieve. But I'm not too worried about that right now, and I think I'll just leave this disconnected for the moment, especially while I sort out our power problem. I'm not sure if the best solution for right now is to just run some pipe off of this lava drum and pump it directly in here, or if there is a better power source that we can actually afford right now. So I'm going to do some research into that, and I'll come back and let you know what I find out. Alright everybody, so here's what I'm thinking. Ow, as I run into my... This was a terrible place to put these 2, but don't worry, I'm moving them as soon as they grow up. Anyway, here's what I'm thinking. I just tried to run a transfer node to the Stirling generator and it did not work. I don't know if there's a different kind of pipe I need to be using, or a different kind of, you know, maybe there's a liquid transfer pipe that I need to be finding. But whoops, that's not the button I wanted. But I got to thinking, and you know, most of the Sky Factory videos I have ever seen start off with lava generators as their main power source, especially for the pulverizer and sieve. So what I'm thinking is maybe we can change this setup so that we have 4 lava generators down like this. I didn't mean to place that, but it works. So we put 4 generators down here, and then they can come out of a pipe and go right in here. I would probably go ahead and move the Stirling generator. I initially moved the alloy smelter so that I could just straight put the pipe there while I was testing. But I'll probably end up changing this configuration a little bit if I do go with this. My only concern here, then, is I don't know where to put the drum, because it's almost full. I mean, it's 26,000 units from being full. So I want to make sure that I have that for spare... No, wait a minute. It would work to put it... I want to make sure to have this for spare lava, just because I feel like it would be a smart idea to have overflow lava, I guess, if that's a term that could be used for it. But I just realized maybe I could put it here. If I... Would it... Let me try here. If I pop it up there, that still connects. And if I got rid of this pipe, I could then do like so. Nope, not like so. Like so. And use a pipe here to bring it across. Well, I don't know if the lava generators hook up with each other that way or not. I might have to bring a line across here, which would probably interfere with these guys somehow. So anyway, this is what I'm working on. We're probably going to put a line of lava generators in here, although I will need some form of energy conduit. So this is what I'm working on, and I'm going to give it a little bit of a go here and see what I can figure out. Okay, everybody, so I severely underestimated the amount of resources that these guys were going to take. Each one of these generators requires 5 pieces of gold, and I did not have that much gold, so it took me quite a while to get it all gathered, but it's gathered now and it is set up. So we have our 4 lava generators lined up here with their transfer pipes coming out of the drum, connected with a transfer node. However, the drum is still, I'm trying to figure out how to show this to you without dying. There we go. The drum is still hooked up to the crucibles, so it is both pushing pushing lava out into these generators and refilling itself when it has time. So we have plenty of lava, provided that I remember to fill this chest up. So we have plenty of lava, and I have gone ahead and disassembled our pulverizer sifter setup for the moment, because I'm trying to decide how I want to put it. I'm trying to think ahead to when we have a couple of pulverizers and a couple of sifters, but I'm thinking I'm just going to have to put it together quickly for now so I can go ahead and wrap this episode up. So I'm going to go ahead and get these back down on the ground and see if we can get it all set up and hopefully working. Okay, everybody, I think we have done it! We are all hooked up and ready to go. Unfortunately, as you can see, I had the wrong type of energy pipe, I suppose. This is the energy pipe from Extra Utilities, and when I had this all hooked up to the sieve and the pulverizer, they were not getting power, so I did a little bit more research and decided to build the energy conduit from Ender.io. So all I had to do was use some of my leftover conduit binder from the item conduit, I suppose, and go make some conductive iron in the alloy smelter, which is just iron and redstone, makes conductive iron. Put it all together and put it together, which was very nice because with the Yeta wrench here, let me jump back over here, I can actually right-click on these to change their, oh, now I've done it, change their, hello? Okay, I really have done it this time. To change their configuration, because so you see how these two are connected? Well, if I just want these two on this and these two on this, I can just right-click there and it separates the two of them. So that's pretty handy that it works like that. I'm about to just knock this out of here. I think it's 1 or 2 steps away, away from being done. But anyway, so we've got this going. We've got our cobble coming in. The only thing that might trip us up is this sand. Sand is one of the byproducts of this pulverizer, when it's pulverizing cobble at least. However, if we can somehow set up a system to transfer that sand into another pulverizer that's a level up, and then put that into another sifter, then we can start getting the sand things. But I'm going to have to leave that to another episode because this is all I have got time for today. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned a little bit, and if not, I hope you laughed a little bit. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. That's a wrap.